Morning guys, welcome back to another video. We are 15 days out today, so 2 weeks out tomorrow, which sounds very weird to say. We're pushing quite hard now because we still have a chunk of fat to pull off. So it's not ideal, end of a prep, but it is what it is for me. First timer, you never know true stage, wait until you get there. So we were 0.8 pounds down this morning. We were over a pound down yesterday. This week on average we're over 2 pounds down, but then like today's average is almost 4 pounds down on this same day last week, so we're quite a bit lighter, and I'm definitely feeling it. I'm feeling that low level of hypo in the background. Even when I speak now, I'm just not fully there, but it is what it is. I've got to do it. It's part of the fun. I've also noticed as well, it's really sunny. It's about 15 to 20 degrees outside, and I'm cold, which is a bit weird. I'll put some check-in shots here from just now. Me and Faye will be going for a walk, that normal walk we go to. We get Nero, so I've not had much caffeine this morning. That's probably why I feel a bit grim. It's 10 to 7, so I'm debating whether to have meal 1 now or whether we get back. Usually have it when we get back, and then I have 2 hours between meal 1 and meal 2, but I'm feeling pretty rough, so I might just have it now and accept I'll be a bit hungry later, so we'll see. I've had my morning Hydro Flow. This is one for Intra-workout, but I've had my morning one. I've had just that actually. I'll have my vitamins with my meal. Same as always. I might have vitamin D, but I won't need it. It's pretty sunny. As always, I don't know, it might be a full day of eating, but it's food you've all seen before. But it's just really an update on myself at 2 weeks and 1 day out. So it's getting exciting. Practicing my posing. I'm practicing my posing more as well without a mirror because I realised how bad I was. My posing routine's still pretty poor, but I'll work on that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. So I'm going to eat now because Faye's come for the walk with me, and I don't want her to start dreading these walks because I'm so miserable. So I thought a bit of energy will make her like me a bit more. So I've gone for a mug cake, which is very messy around the bowl because it kind of went too big, started overspilling. But that's because I'm using 65 grams of whey. Usually I'd have this with a 45 grams of whey with a little protein yogurt on the side. But today I couldn't be asked on the protein yogurt, so I've just increased the protein in this. Peanut butter on top and a bit of pink salt. Don't knock it till you try it. The pink salt and nut butter works so well together. And that's all it is. So this was my post-workout meal with some strawberries. But now I want that meal 1 that I was having, the egg whites with the bacon and all them bits and bobs and the tomatoes. I like post-workout instead when I'm hungry. So it's literally just that. I've also just bought, I haven't tried it yet, Digest Max. So as any of you know, deep into a diet, your digesting kind of goes a bit ski-whiff. Like, you don't go to the bathrooms often, should I say. So I was using psyllium husk, which was good, but someone recommended this. So we're going to start with a 1/3 or a 1/2 serving, we'll see, for meal 1. And then we'll see how that goes. I don't want a full serving because it's going to give you some horrendous stomach issues. And that's literally it. Whey and peanut butter. The way I make this is literally put whatever whey you want in it, put about 4 or 5 grams of baking powder, and then I do double the water ratio to the whey. So this is 65 grams of whey, I did 130 or 140 millilitres of water. Mix it all up into the paste, stick it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Make sure it doesn't overspill like I have. And that's that. So I'll catch you guys probably on the walk. So guys, this is the texture you get with this meal. It's a bit, I'll try and do it with one hand, like cakey. Obviously it's not as nice as real cake, but at this stage, I'll take it. If you have the calories, have chocolate chips or something in it. I don't really. I usually have peanut butter on top or a bit of fruit inside. And I would say in the off season, I'll start adding chocolate chips, but I can imagine in the off season, it'll probably be not very nice. So, yeah. So that was very, very nice. Although it's weird, like I feel a bit better. I've got a bit more like bounce in my step. Still really low compared to a normal person. Like I was struggling walking up the steps of the car, so I haven't got that much bounce in my step. But I've got a smile on my face. But I think the lack of carbs, I still feel quite hyper and a bit rough, so I don't think I'm getting out of that hole today. My next meal is the pre-workout meal, which I'll obviously show you. And that is probably I think it's my highest carb meal of the day. So I'll have that. It usually makes you feel better, but at the same time, because I'm not used to the carbs when I have it, I get very tired afterwards, but it gives me the energy for the gym, so I can't complain. So we're off to town now. Instead of going like for a walk and then ending in Nero and then going back to the car with the Nero, I I think I'll pop by Nero and get the coffee for the walk instead, just to give me a bit of life. And also I'll be having pre-workout in about 3 hours, so I don't want too much caffeine too close together. I have become a bit of a caffeine junkie. Every time Faye sees me, I've either got a coffee, a pre-workout and energy drink, or a like decaf, or not decaf, diet drink. So my car is full of cans. I'm going through like 3 lemonades a day. But anyway, just talking shit now. Right guys, so I was going to leave recording today because I felt so battered. I don't feel too bad mentally, I'm just not there. I'm not moody, I'm not irritable. It's just like a fog over my head that I don't like. So I wasn't going to record, and I thought, I'll give it a go because people want to see what it's like at 2 weeks out, like an honest update. And then I recorded them first few clips, and I was saying to Faye, oh, they're so monotonous, they're so boring. I might wait or do like a weekend one, or just wait until I feel better. But I'm glad I've stuck to it. And also, I've just had a message off my coach saying 600 grams of carbs today. So on Thursday I woke up 0.7 pounds lighter, which is good, bit of a wash. Yesterday I woke up another 1.7 pounds, so I thought that's good, another wash, like, you know, overall it's 2.4 pounds. Then this morning I woke up another 0.8 pounds lighter. So it's good that we're losing weight, because we need to lose weight, and we need to lose it quite quick. Like I said, we've only got 15 days left, and we've got quite a bit to pull off, but that's too quick. We're at risk there of getting too flat, too drained, performance might drop off. So he said 600 grams of carbs today, and then we'll assess from there, just to kind of not, you know, kill myself. So it's good that I am filming, because now I'm in a much better mood. Obviously you saw me have that first meal, which was just protein and fat, so I will have a lot less protein for the day, just because there's no point in me having too much protein with carbs being protein sparing. It's also worth noting that my carbs have been 175 a day on training days recently, and 50 on rest days. So 600 is a massive increase. So if any of you are doing that, drink more water. So at the moment, I'm drinking about 8 litres of water a day, or like hydration formula or whatever, plus coffees and fizzy drinks. So I'm drinking like 9+ litres of fluid a day. Now we know carbs will grab onto water and hold it and pull it into the muscle. So drink more water. Then with that, you also want to consume more salt. So you want more salt to help draw the water and the carbs into the muscle, shuttle them where they need to go. Carbs will help, salt will help with just putting everything in the right place. So what I'll do is I'll have another 2 litres of water probably today, with another 2 grams of salt. And then if I'm more thirsty, I'll drink to that, obviously. So I'm going to start drinking now. Because my first meal is so low on carb, and my second meal's in another 45 minutes, I am going to have just some carbs now, which you'll see, just some simple carbs, get more steps in, because my cardio and steps will be the same today as they are normally. It just goes to show how funny food can make you on a prep. Like, it's weird what it does to you. Like, I wasn't that hungry, I was a bit fatigued, but the hunger itself was okay, and then once you start thinking of food, it's like, oh, no, I'm hungry now. So I'm sure it'll go down well. Salt and water to help me digest, and I'll space meal apart. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys when I get home. So for this meal, for this like add-on to meal 1, despite being 2 hours later, I've literally just got 5 caramel rice cakes, 3 medjool dates, which comes to about 75 grams. Simple, easy to digest. Not the most exciting, but for me right now, they're literally like crack. Like this, I can taste the sugar already in the dates. So high calorie in terms of density. So if people are struggling to bulk and they want to eat healthy as well, things at dates are great. Rice cakes with jam. I won't be having jam because I feel like it'll mess my digestion a little bit. So I'll be having this. It'll digest hopefully within about half an hour before the next meal. I'll also get about 2,000 steps in just to kind of help that. And like I said before, I'll have it with extra water and extra salt. So I'll start adding that salt now. A bit of salt on the rice cakes, I'm sure will be lovely at this stage. I've noticed in prep, I add salt to everything, but anyway. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this, and then I'll catch you all for meal number 2. So ignore the mess of the kitchen, but this is what we are working with for our pre-workout meal 2. I wish you could see the size of that bowl. It's a massive salad bowl. If I get like a normal pasta bowl, which we already know are big, if I put it next to each other, size difference. So it's a massive bowl. It's 120 cream of rice. I still use 6 times. Sorry about that. I still use 6 times water. It's not so much a volume thing. It's like I like mine really cooked to help with digestion. I don't like any sort of grittiness. I like it to be smooth. So I need that much water and just microwave it until it gets that consistency. What I've got in here is 35 grams of Naughty Boy instead of the usual 45-50. So the ratios between that Naughty Boy whey and the cream of rice is huge in the cream of rice favour. So because of that, obviously the flavour is a bit less than it would be normally, and I like the flavour. So I've added a scoop and a half of that from ESM, which is like a flavoured powder, a bit like flavour drops, but they are much nicer. Hopefully the sweetness won't ruin digestion today, but that's just to get a bit more flavour. I also add about 1 gram of salt. I add dark chocolate, 85%, usually 90, but they haven't enough in the shop. With oats, you see I put it usually in little pockets. With cream of rice, I prefer it in. I don't know why, it's just a nicer taste. So what I do is I cook the cream of rice, mix in the flavour powder, dark chocolate, and about half or quarter teaspoon of cinnamon, and the salt, mix it all in. When it cools down a bit, I put the whey in, and then I've got 80 grams of frozen raspberries. These ones aren't very nice actually. The nicer ones are from Aldi, or sorry, the nicer ones are from Lidl. These ones are okay from Asda, just a bit sour. Only 80 grams instead of the usual 120, because again, I don't want too much fibre. I don't want to ruin digestion. I only actually ate like an hour ago, then rice cakes and that. So that's why I'm eating what I'm eating. Obviously I'd love much more fun foods, but that'll be fun enough for me. It'll be digested hopefully in an hour, hour and a half, so I can try and push. That's the main goal of it, high carb, get the carbs in early. Also the first meal, we didn't know we were having a refeed, that's why it's such high protein. And then that's why we caught up with the rice cakes and the dates, which were 100 carb, I think, between them. So still quite high. But that's that, I think. Yeah, I'll enjoy this and I'll catch you guys on the way to the gym. So guys, on the way to the gym now. I ate that meal about 10:30, so an hour and a half ago. It was very filling in a good way. I mean, 10 minutes later I could have eaten it again, but I still feel something in my stomach now, which when I've been so many weeks with not feeling any sort of fullness, it's really good. Again, it's amazing what food does during a prep. Starts an hour and a half ago. Since then I've just done 20 minutes of steps and some work and getting my drinks ready. So normally I've got my usual Intra, which is literally just a scoop and a half of HydroFlow for electrolytes and my creatine. That's what usually all it is. But then because I've got the extra carbs, that was already in the fridge. I couldn't be bothered adding the carbs to that and draining some of that out. So I've got another drink, which is the carbs. I think it's only like 17 grams, you'll see it on the screen. I've got that with just a bit of squash and a gram of salt, gram of low salt, just for, again, the salts and the potassium. So I'll probably drink this through the workout because it's got the carbs in it. And then I'll just drink that after I finish this, for the rest of the workout, my cardio, and then whatever leaks into the afternoon. I've had 4.5 litres of water, I think, so far. Yes, so 3. I've had 4.5 litres of water so far, excluding what's in the cream of rice and excluding the coffees and excluding a can of lemonade that I had as well this morning. So this will bring it to 7.5, and then I'll probably have 1 more of these, so it brings it to 9 litres plus the extra stuff. So this is this is, I think I put creatine in it. I made it last night, so I feel like I've got double dose creatine, so I might get massive. This is 1.5 scoops of Naughty Boy 6 Pump. It's half a scoop or 3/4 of a scoop of Conviction. A bit of salt, bit of potassium, not as much as them. Again, just to keep the hydration. Quite a bit of water because I like to be hydrated. There's about a pint in there. So overall, I'll be well above 10 litres of water today with enough salt. And Faye's also left half a Monster in my car. It's like a cup of tea. For once, the sun's actually warm. So as you've seen in the recent videos, the sun has been there, but it's been quite cold. Today, it's actually pretty warm. It's 18 degrees Celsius out. This morning, I had a coat on because I was still cold, but now I've had a bit of carbs, I feel like human again. Not amazing. I'm still heavy on my feet, but they're not going to do anything in one day, the extra carbs. So I might also have the rest of Faye's Monster. We'll see. I'll see how much caffeine hits from that. And I've also got, for the rest of the Intra, 1 square bar. And that's it. So I'll have it on the way to the gym now because I've done 20 minute steps since the last one, since the last meal. So that'll just hold me over. My next meal is quite small, which you'll see, but that's because that'll be like 3, half 3, and then my actual meal after that is an hour and a half, 2 hours later, which is the biggest meal of the day. So that's why the post-workout meal will be small, but you'll see that. But now I'm off to train pushing arms. An hour of cardio now, So do an hour a day, which is brutal, 14,000 steps, which I've done most of, and then a bit of posing. I think that's it. So I'll catch you guys after the gym when hopefully the sun's still shining. So guys, we are done with the gym. It's safe to say I definitely finished that. I also had most of that liquid as well. I've only got like about half a litre left of one of the drinks. I felt good. It was a good session. Some of the numbers were down, but it felt good. And also I'm £4 down from the last time I did this session, so I can't complain too much. Felt good, and then towards the end of cardio at the end, I've gone pretty hypo now, but I knew it was going to come. Like, it's downside having high carb, you're not used to it. So it's very, very sunny. I've only got trousers, so I have to go home before my walk. But we've got post-workout, like I said, the smallest meal of the day, because we're eating again in about an hour and a half. We've got banana, which is very brown. It's kind of just gone sweaty in the car. We've got a pink lady apple. We've got 200 grams of strawberries and a protein yogurt. So it's not too small, but calorie-wise it is. And I've got this, Pepsi Max Mango. And I don't know whether it's come on prep, but it's my new favourite flavour.
It's not, it's really nice.
It's like a, do you not reckon? Do you reckon?
No, it is nice, yeah.
It's a bit like, it's like an ice lolly. Ice lolly? Ice pop?
Very summery.
Yeah, very summery, floral. I probably prefer it to the cherry one as well. So I'll have that probably, because I'm going to see my mother. So I'm going to spend an hour with her while I sip on that. I'm going to eat this food now, so I'm not sitting there in a grump. And then I'll probably catch you guys, probably for meal 4. I won't catch you before then, will I? No. So I'll see you then. So guys, we are finally home and we are an hour and a half behind schedule. I wanted a good 3-hour gap between the last 2 meals, but it probably won't happen now. Although it's at Northern Lights in the UK tonight, so we're going to probably stay up to watch, or to at least try and watch some of them if they are there. So it will give me time to push my last meal further back, I guess, anyway. So there will still be time between meals. We got caught up in town, so I am absolutely ravenous. So I've kind of whipped this up now. So this is the same as last week. So chicken, 100 grams of raw weight rice, and then like a little bit of curry. And then I've also got these 2 naan breads, which I stuff it all into the naan breads, and it's absolutely amazing. So because I'm so hungry, I'm going to enjoy this, and we'll catch you guys for meal number 5, and then maybe afterwards the Northern Lights if there is any. So guys, we are here for the last meal. That last meal was absolutely amazing. Of course it was. Like, I was actually full until now, and it's been like 2 hours, 3 hours, 7 o'clock to finish, wasn't it? It's been 3 hours. It's 10 o'clock now. A lot later than normal, but like I said, I'm waiting for the lights, the Northern or Southern Lights, I can't remember what they are. So since the last meal, we went for a walk, got the rest of my steps in. Had a big pint of tea, that's how old I am now. And then my last bit of water as well. Had a shower, that sort of thing, clean the pots. Now we're just waiting, so we'll give it an hour or 2 before we give up, I think. So my last meal is 100 grams of oats, which is literally just oats, no cream or rice, which I'm so happy about because it's the biggest oats I've had in a very long time. That's just oats. I'll have that with a pink lady apple, bit of dark chocolate. It's already got salt and the flavour drops and the cinnamon and that in there. I'll have it with peanut butter. I'll do the dark chocolate and the oats. I kind of like make little pockets so they melt, and I save them for the end because I'm really cool. And then the whey that I will use, which you all probably know by now, is the goat whey for oats, which is chocolate orange perform. So if you're ever after the best whey for oats, that's the one. But that's that. So I'm gonna obviously enjoy this. Hopefully we'll get some lights. If we do, I'll record it. Otherwise, that'll be it. As always, the macros will be on the screen. But otherwise, like, comment and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.